If you haven't already hit it, it will be greatly appreciated. You won't regret it. And you know, the title of the story is I Slapped My Teacher. So let's just get right into this story time. Okay, so this story, I was in the 7th grade and I was dating this boy who I had been dating since the 6th grade. Yeah, okay, so 6th. So we had been dating for like a year and probably about, you know, some months. At my school, okay, so the guy's name is Khalil. I'm gonna use his real name because, I mean, I doubt that he looks at this video. Like, I really doubt that. And I want to say this story takes place on a Friday, but I'm not really sure. And so we're at school, so I'm gonna just say it's a Friday. So the teacher's name is Miss Cagle. So I'm sitting in class, you know, I'm just talking or whatever, doing my thing, not paying attention to the teacher. So she like snaps at me, and it was because I was talking. Mind you, everybody in this class was talking. It was not just me. So I'm talking or whatever. So she starts snapping back at me, and she's like,
Razika, why are you talking? You need to listen to what I'm saying, you know, this and that. So I'm like, okay, Miss Kate, like, whatever. And she's like, you know what? I'm gonna write you up. You're gonna write up. You're gonna go in a comment for me because you just don't know how to act. I'm like, because I said, okay. Alright, man, whatever.
So the bell rings. So I get my stuff, and I'm like, I'm heated, y'all. Like, I'm mad. Like, over something so petty, but I'm mad. So the bell rings. So I go out to the hallway, and I see Khalil. So the first person I go up to is Khalil, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand Miss Cagle. She get on my nerves. Like, she talking this and that. She doing this to me and that to me, and she just trying to pick on me in front of the whole class. So I'm like, he like, well, what happened? You know, like, what you do? And I'm like, because I was talking, but me, Yasmin, all us was in there talking. We just doing work, and she only called me out. So I'm like, pissed. And he like, okay, well, calm down, calm down. You want me to go slap her? On God, I'll go slap her. On God, I'll go slap her. So my first thought is like, boy, you was not finna go slap this teacher. Like, I know you're not finna slap this teacher. He like, on God, I'll go slap her. On God, she making you feel like this. On God, I'll slap her. So I'm like, you gonna slap her? Go slap her. So I'm like, okay, he ain't gonna slap her, so I turned my back. So I'm like walking up, talking to my other friends, so I'm telling them what happened. So then I turn around, and these other dudes, I don't remember the dudes' names or whatever, but we'll just call them, I don't know, Marcus, Trey, and Gary. These all people who was in 6th grade with me. So we turn around, and Khalil is telling Marcus, Trey, and Gary, oh, I'm about to go slap Miss Cagle because she did this to Zika, this and that and that and that. So we like, okay, so the people who I was talking to, we'll just say it was Yasmin and my sisters, my other 2 triplets. So we'll just say it's them. The people I'm talking to, they're like, Zika, Khalil finna go slap Miss Cagle? And I'm like, he said he was gonna slap her, but I don't know. So we all turn around. Y'all, when I tell y'all, this boy walked up to the teacher and did her face like, okay, like, he didn't like walk, no, he just tapped her face. And like, I'm telling y'all, like, Miss Cagle was the coolest teacher in the 6th grade. So like, I'm in the 7th grade, so I don't know like why she was tripping or whatever. But like, he slapped her. Well, I mean, whatever you want to call it, he touched her face. Like, now I didn't call that a slap. I knew he was just playing. Everybody knew he was just playing, but he tapped her face. And so she's standing there, and she just like, are you serious right now? And Khalil's just sitting there like, it was just a joke. And she was like,
no, you just slapped me, y'all.
Like, I don't know how soft, like, I can demonstrate it. But it was, oh, excuse me. It was not nothing serious. So,
she, oh my God, this child just slapped me. I just got slapped. Oh my God, this kid just hit me. So she in her
office, like, she calling the principal. The principal name was Miss Williams. So I'm thinking like, shit, you know, I'm good. I ain't do nothing. You know, he slapped her. Right. Okay. So all calm down. We go to our next period class. You know, Khalil got to go to the office. Khalil don't go to his class. Khalil sitting outside Mr. Wilson's office. And that was like the 7th grade assistant principal. We still in class. So I get a note. Like, I get a pink slip note that I got to go see Mr. Wilson. So I'm like, oh man, like, I know I'm not gonna get in trouble for this because I ain't do nothing. Knowing in the back of my head, like, my mama gonna kill me. Like, if I get suspended, oh my God, my mama gonna kill me. So I go to Mr. Wilson's office and I see Khalil in there. And I'm like, I asked Khalil, I was like, what's happening? You know, what they saying to you? He tell me, man, I'm getting class 3. Like, they just class 3 me. So, like, class 3 is, you know, you got to go to the alternative school. Like, you can't come back to school. Like, your hearing is what determines, like, if, you know, you can come back to school or if you got to go to the alternative school. And you got to do STAR or you either got to do REACH. So, I'm thinking, like, when he tell me he got class 3, my heart dropped. So, I'm like, oh my God, they class 3'd you, but you didn't even do nothing. All you did was her face. Like, you didn't even touch her. You didn't even touch her for real. Like, what are they doing? Why are they class 3'd you? So I'm panicking because I'm just like trying to be all hard, but like I'm scared because I know my mama finna tear me up. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, but he was like, you know, you should be good. You know, you didn't do nothing. Like I did it. So why would you get in trouble? And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm sitting there waiting on Mr. Wilson because he wasn't in there. He was outside talking to the actual principal. So school over with now, like this thing, school over with, and I still don't know what my punishment is. I still don't know why I'm sitting there. Like I didn't miss my books and everything. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just sitting there. So Mr. Wilson was like, well, Razika, the principal want to talk to you, you know, because you were in this as well. So I'm like, okay, you know, I didn't do nothing. Like, so why does she need to talk to me? I didn't do nothing. So I don't understand why she needs to talk to me because I didn't hit the teacher. So I go to the principal's office finally. And I already see on her desk, like, my class 3 form. Like, before she even tell me I'm class 3, I see my form. So when I tell y'all, I started boo crying like, because you slapped the teacher as well. It was hearsay. Khalil said that you told him to go slap the teacher, so he went and slapped the teacher. So you are being class 3 because you told someone to do something and they actually did it. So I'm sitting there thinking like, are you serious? Listening to this 14-year-old boy or however old he is, like you don't know what happened. Like I did not tell him to go slap the teacher, which I did not tell him to go slap the teacher. He offered to do it. And so she was like, it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter who said what. It's still hearsay. And you should have stayed at your locker. You shouldn't have did anything. You shouldn't even went and talked to Khalil. So yes, now you're going to be class 3. So, you know, I'm just devastated. And I'm crying because, like, y'all, like, I'm about to be class 3, which means, like, I'm about to get my ASS beat. And I say, like, my mama did not play that. Like, no, you don't get in trouble at school. You don't embarrass my mama. Like, she take that to the whole next level. So I'm like, okay, you know, well, it is what it is. I'm crying, blah, blah, whatever. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, I missed my bus, so how I'm getting home? And they're like, well, we already called your mom and your stepdad. So I'm thinking, like, dang, I thought I would at least have time to make up a lie, you know, and tell my mama something else that happened that really didn't happen. So my stepdaddy, you know, about 35 minutes later, my stepdaddy come get me. So I get home and I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna clean up the whole house, you know, so she don't with me when she get home, you know, I'm gonna do all this. So I did. I cleaned up the house. So, you know, she's still not there. And so I go to sleep. And I'm thinking like, well, maybe if I go to sleep, you know, I won't get in trouble, you know, I won't get a whipping. So here's the door. I hear her come in. So I'm still trying to pretend like I'm asleep. Like I don't want her to know I'm woke. So I'm laying in the bed like sleep. So the first thing my mama say when she walk into our house is, "Where's Zika?" And my sisters, you know, they like, oh, she sleep, mommy, she sleep. So my mom was like, oh, well, you can just tell her to wake up. It's time for her to get up. She already know what it is. So I'm like, I hear my mama saying this the whole time now, but I'm still in the bed like, you know, like, I'm not getting up. Like, I don't want to get up. So she like go in her room, you know, put all her stuff down. And my room was across from her room. So she come, you know, open the door. Zika, get up now! So I'm still trying to pretend like I'm asleep. So she said, you got 2 seconds to get up before I come drag you out the bed. So I went in her room over there. So she looking for something to whoop me with. I can't remember if it was a stitching cord, y'all, or if it was a belt. All I know is it was the worst whooping of my life. Like, but we're just gonna say she used a brown belt. So my mama grabbed the belt and she put her hands down and she like, so I'm like,
it's about to go down. So I start crying. You know, like, she's trying to talk to me, but I'm just crying. So
she said, Zika, stop crying. Because you already know what it is. You already know, so you shouldn't even be crying.
Like, cry? That's a whoopie. What cord? What you mean? Like, I'm gonna cry. So she was like, what happened? So I'm like, mama, like, I'm telling you, I didn't do nothing. Like, mama, they just ran on me. Like, I'm looking through it. And so I was like, mama, no, you have. You know what? Just turn around. What? I mean, you beat me. Like, I'm all on the floor. Like, just acting like I'm dying. Like, all on the floor. Like,
I'm dying. So she hit me about a good 20 times, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So she hit me about a good 20 times. And then, you know, she get done. And so I go out. You know, she's trying to talk to me. But I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to listen to what you're saying. Like, I'm out. So I go out. Y'all, I think my other sisters, my other 2 triplets, like, they was crying. They was so sad. Like, you know, because I just got beat. So I get my hearing. And I go to it. And, you know, I go in there, and the lady, she was just like, I'm thinking like they about to send me back to school because y'all keep in mind I didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't hit the lady. I didn't do nothing. But because of hearsay, I hit her. I did as much as he did because I told him to do it, apparently. So she goes to say, well, Razika, we're just going to have to give you 20 days of reach. 20 days? Y'all gotta give me 20 days for something I ain't do? So I'm like, oh my God, don't send me to reach, you know, don't do this, you know, I wasn't doing nothing. So my mama tried to appeal, but the appeal didn't work. I still had to just do my 20 days or whatever. But Khalil, he had to do, I think he had to do 20 days of STAR. And STAR is worse than, STAR is worse than reach. That was the time that I slapped my teacher when, in all actuality, I really did not slap her, but because I was associated with it, I slapped her. But thanks for tuning into my channel, guys. I hope you guys like this. Thumbs up if you want me to do more story times, or comment below. And bye. I'll see you guys in my next video.
To the good life. Suicide before you see this tear fall down my